Hi everybody, it's week 10 of Summer CSA and we have a great box for you guys this week. Everybody's gonna get a white onion. These are not fully cured, so be sure to keep them in your fridge for best storage. And then everybody's also gonna get a pint of basil. In this hot weather, we found that the basil is actually gonna keep a little bit better in your fridge, but otherwise you should use it up quickly because it turns brown quickly. Everybody's getting a head of red leaf lettuce. We didn't wash this, so you'll have to give it a rinse before using it, but this is really nice. I've been using it to make a tomato balsamic salad, and it's gonna store really nice in a bag or container in your fridge if you wait until just before using it to wash it up. Everybody's also getting a little bundle of baby bok choy. This stuff, we washed this as good as we could. We harvested this in all of that rain we got this week, so it was pretty muddy out there. You'll have to wash it a little bit more, but you'll wanna keep this in a container or a bag in your fridge to keep it nice and fresh, and use it up quickly just because these leaves are pretty tender and they've already been washed. Everybody's getting more sweet corn this week. We only have about 2 or 3 weeks of sweet corn left after this week, so keep enjoying it. These have been really nice ears. We haven't been having to trim the tops, no bug damage. So keep these in your fridge for best storage and keep throwing them on the grill. We just harvested the first cantaloupe of the season, so everybody's getting one this week. We're really excited about it. I love cantaloupe. I included a fun recipe for a chili lime melon salad in the newsletter for last week. You'll want to keep these in your fridge, preferably in a crisper drawer away from a lot of your other produce because cantaloupes produce ethylene, which can cause other vegetables and fruits to break down more quickly. So you'll want to keep this kind of by itself, but it does not need a bag. Our Wednesday members are getting a bunch of celery. You'll want to keep this in a container in your fridge so that it doesn't wilt. It'll be a little bit easier if you trim the leaves off of the top and then store the stalks in a container or bag separately in your fridge. You can eat the leaves, they're very strong. You can use them similarly to parsley, but they have a really strong celery flavor. And then our Thursday members are getting a Caraflex cabbage. These are these fun pointy cabbages that we had this spring. These are also going to store best in a bag or container in your fridge. If you don't put them in a bag, you'll end up having to peel off these outer leaves, which is fine. Caraflex cabbages aren't wrapped as tightly as our summer green or red cabbages, so they're not as dense, but the leaves are nice and thick and great for coleslaw. Our Wednesday members are getting heirlooms. These are not going to arrive fully ripe. This is a nice example of how they're going to come in your box. They're not full color, just so that they don't get too soft and easily damaged during travel. You're gonna wanna leave these on your countertop in your kitchen to let them ripen full. And then you're gonna wanna eat them right away as soon as they're ripe. They don't last very long. When they're ready, they're ready. You can put them in the fridge for maybe a day or two once they reach full ripeness, but they're gonna taste the best as soon as they're full color and they haven't been sitting in your fridge for very long. And then our Thursday members are getting cherry tomatoes. Some of these are gonna be all one color and some of them are gonna be mixed pints. Similarly to the heirloom tomatoes, they're not gonna arrive 100% ripe, so you'll wanna leave them on your counter. Try not to put these in your fridge either. They're gonna taste a lot better if they're not sitting in your fridge for a few days. So try and eat these up quickly as soon as they're ripe. That's everything for this week. Enjoy your veggies.